Ever wonder why tech grows faster than we do? Let's explore user-friendly solutions.
Students and also for others when I speak in my keynotes. The progression of technological evolution has been exponential. The progression of human evolution has been very linear. And when I sometimes draw it on a whiteboard, it looks very sad. The gap that we have created is enormous. And the conclusion that I try to emphasize and bring everybody's attention to is, while we entertain ourselves with this great technology or make our lives easier, why don't we have only a kind of fraction of this technology that is designed to help humans evolve at least a little faster with a little faster pace? And this is the work that I've started before in my PhD as social influencing systems, later at MIT as persuasive cities. It's how we can, and this is what I've been talking to the technology audiences. Technologists are great. Engineers will build the algorithms that work faster, more efficiently. The next level is user experience, whether users understand how to use the technology in the most efficient and proper ways. And I say it can be called persuasive, it can be called influential, it can be called transformative, which means the third layer of technology design is designed to help the user intuitively to get better at that technology. And we don't have that. Like, we use ChatGPT, but there isn't anything that would help a random person who first time see it to get into the better prompting. It's not there, but it could be there. It's a technology society with technologies, and would help people to get those technologies to be used more appropriately.
Yeah. Tech is right, or tech startups or whatever, like, what do you really do building like to make us better, right? Like, do we really need another food delivery app? Like, do we really need another, dating app, like, what are you doing like to cure cancer, do something like that, right? There's like no one really doing that. I'm sure there is someone doing moonshots, but man, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, these are big questions. We have evolved as societies, and again, societies differ based where we look on our globe. And at the same time, I think those societies that privilege in terms of developing these technologies can also do the greatest. Sometimes people worry about transparent and we don't know the intent, and that has happened many times, including some big social media companies and everything, that they are trying to leverage attention economy. Always I remind that users most of the times are intuitively smart and wise. You can have two apps on your phone that kind of look similar and they do the same task. Let's say help you to lose weight or manage your weight. And you would intuitively feel like which app you see, how does it work? What does it account for? How it constructs the suggestions based on your inputs or based on the observations. And the other app is just giving you brilliant, shiny, colorful praise and suggestions, but you don't know how it does. And you would naturally tend intuitively to go to the one that you have better understanding with. And that's kind of inbuilt in our relationship with the external world. We look for a trustful and all of those indicators for any app developer who uses that understanding. You would win your users against the other apps. And that's the universal way how we can withstand some people developing technologies with bad intentions, or let's not say bad, but very self-centered intentions.
So let's say there's two people. One person lives in the year 1525, one lives today 2025. They're both like pretty much like pretty smart, super kind of intelligent. They're kind of well off. They know how to get around. They're pretty successful. And they to the secret of time travel, they switch places, right? Coming to 2025 will be more successful. Like, which one do you think will be successful? Which one do you think will struggle?
So one is from 2025 and the other one
1525. basically 1,000 years apart, and they switch places.
I just try to get the number. So which way? Like 1,000 years apart?
Yeah,
The-
yeah, to
Yes.
2025, or no, maybe it's 500 years. So I mean, you get the point. Like,
Yes. And what happens with them?
they just like they
Swap places.
swap places. Yeah, you know. So is a guy from today going back in time would be able to like figure it out? Like, man, this is like, you know, like there's no tech here, there's nothing going on. The guy coming to pass here,
Right.
like we were overrun. Well, they both like kind of be able to figure it out.
That's a really very good question. I never thought about that. I would generally say our nature has given us enough to figure out many things. And now it's just a very interesting comparison. It's rather that environmental setup around the person, because the person who arrives from the more advanced, technologically advanced society back to the more like less technologically advanced would have the superpowers to suggest other people how the things can be done, kind of a fast track for technological development, whereas the person arriving from less technologically advanced years into this would be kind of the learning curve or kind of the adoption. And again, you know, these are great stories or the great examples, but it all as always comes down to the choices of the same person. Like, well, I think regardless of who are these two characters in the story, whether the character is open to self-development and learning, and whether the person is afraid of the things around. I think it's almost like that. No matter where we are in our technological evolution, it's how we choose to relate with technologies.